How's it going, guys? Just fixing up a few things there real quick. But hey, it's Flo and welcome to another stream where today I'm going to be doing about an hour or two just showing off some level design work. So I know last stream we kind of built this level here, which is quite a basic like platformer level with some moving platforms and some hazards at the bottom and stuff like that. So that was quite a fun stream. But today I wanted to kind of build a bit more of a bigger level. A lot of my levels have been quite short to a degree. So I wanted to create something that has a little bit more depth, different kind of starting point, and sort of go through my process of how I design levels and see how far we get in today's stream. So yeah, main thing to say is when I look at designing levels is I start out by having a kind of storyboard where I kind of roughly draw out what the level is going to look like, what kind of elements are going to be in there, and then kind of build it around that. You know, the main things I look at is like enemy placement, obviously character placement, the entry and exit points, and any kind of big features like hidden walls or moving bits and bobs. The one thing I don't factor in the kind of theorizing part of it is pickups and stuff, because I like to do that as I play through the level. You know, once it's designed, I like to see, you know, hey, this could be a good spot to put some coins when we fall down, or a pickup in the corner somewhere that's hard to get to, or, you know, we've created this hidden wall. You know, how can we make that a bit more interesting with the rewards and stuff? So I'm just going to sort of go through the whole process. As you can see, I've got 6 levels, a main menu, and then 5 playable levels. And I'm going to go through my process from sort of start to finish of how I build a level live, so it should be fun. So I'm going to start off just by duplicating my most recent level. So just hitting Control D, and then just double clicking and making sure that that is the right level. And as you can see, it's exactly the same as the level before. So what I'm going to start off by doing is going onto my tile map grid. This is all of the different sort of, you know, ground, hazards, background, everything. I'll leave the background there for now. I'm just going to go over to my tile palette, select the eraser, just a nice long eraser, and just get rid of all these foreground bits. Create a bit of a blank canvas. And with this level I wanted to, I'm going to get rid of the ladder and get rid of the hazards. So with this level I wanted to create a level where the player is going to start a bit higher up and work his way down, because he's been starting at the same place in every single level. Now, because the camera, I can't really work out how to fix the starting point with the cameras and everything, because it's all part of a prefab just in here. So this will always be a starting point, but that, you know, we've got all this space here, you know, to play around with. So, you know, there's no kind of worries, you know, what happens outside player field of view. So we're going to actually take the background down a bit. So the top of the level is actually going to be about there. Everything else here is just blank space for now. Yeah, trying to practice my steady hand as much as possible. Just create a line across there, get that down to about there. Oh, not bad. I can always just select a bigger area to erase with, probably make it a bit quicker. There we go. Make a nice little line just at the top there. Cool, and then as you can see, there's this like green line around the outside of the tile map there. And this is to do with the polygon collider, and that interacts with my camera. So we're just gonna scroll in a little bit. I might try and make this a bit bigger for you guys actually. So we don't really need to worry about those sort of bits and bobs. There you go, that's a bit better. So yeah, this is my kind of polygon collider that I use, and that interacts with the camera. So I'm just going to pull it down slightly using these little corner points. Pull it down bit by bit, and oh yeah, that's good. And then let's try and get a little bit. Oh, we don't want to do that. Undo that. Just pull those. There we go. Pull that so it sits nicely at the top of the camera there. It's gone a bit funny, isn't it? Right, what's that doing? There we go. Pull it at the corner. Hopefully that'll just. What's that doing? It's like one of those really annoying mobile games with the untangle thing. Right. That should be fine because that's just the top line. But what we want to do at the bottom is give us a nice bit of space to work within. For now anyway. Cool, so we've got that out, and we're going to just put a little bit of a roof on it as well. So to do that, we're just going to use some of these tiles here. And just create a nice little area, which is going to make it a bit easier. I'm just going to use this area select fill tool, just like so. And we'll create a little border just down here. And we'll do the same on the other side. Is that looking relatively even? Nice. We're going to get rid of these moving platforms as well because we don't want them clogging up the scene up there for now. But they're all prefab, so yeah, we can always come back to that a bit later on. And let's paint the background a bit more. So we're going to back onto the background layer. Using the same tool again because we want it to be relatively uniform. I'm going to highlight that entire area, and that looks pretty decent. Just scroll down a little bit. Yep. So I got with a simple background in this game just to kind of I don't know, the focus is on the player and on the atmosphere, and hopefully build up bits of the environment. So I like this tile set that I got for free off the old internet, because you know it kind of focuses on some of these elements you can see here, like the trees and the well and everything. That gives it this kind of cool sort of aesthetic. So once I've kind of got the background area, you know, my kind of gameplay area sorted out, I'm gonna have a look at, you know, starting to create a bit of a flow through the environment. And to do this, I'm going to start off by making a base platform for the player, and then kind of build the level around that. Alright, so let's zoom in. Make sure we've got our foreground layer selected, and let's start drawing we'll go for a long platform. Just put that there where he's going to start from. Actually, I like him to kind of drop down a little bit, so let's have him drop down a touch, and then let's make that kind of clip with the wall a bit nicer. Let's actually make that platform a little bit smaller. So it's going to drop onto that platform, and I think it might be fun to kind of create an element where he can't get back up to this point. I mean, why would he want to? But a little bit of a drop down there, so let's get this part of the platform here. Start building that out. We'll make some like outcrops. I think that might be quite a fun little look for the level. So once he just drops down from there to there, he can't, he can't go any further. Let's flesh this out a little bit more with some soil underneath. Cool, and I think what might be interesting actually is if we... At this point, I'm kind of just freestyling at the moment. Let's create like a little drop down through the center there. And it might be good to actually create a floor. Start. Oh. That's fine, because that's the eraser selected. Haha. Start to create a bit of a floor down here as well. I like to have a layer of mud first. Well, just to frame it. Soil. A bit of mud. And let's just... a little bit of ground here. And then let's maybe make a little bit of a kind of a slope would be quite interesting. So he's kind of dropped down, and then he's got to kind of come up, and he's going to play around up here. There's going to be some up and down bits. That could be quite interesting. So let's grab. It's going to be easier. Slope going up. Just having a look at my tileset here. Some of these can be a bit tricky. Let's have a look at that. I don't know if I want to use that one. Let's go with that one up. See how that incline looks there. Though I might scratch that idea. Oh no. There we go. It's quite hard when you're making like incline shapes to get it. Just play around with that a little bit. Nah, I don't like that slope idea. Right, we're going to scratch that slope idea. For now, anyway. Let's create some little platforms for him to platform across with. Probably put an enemy just down here. Looks quite cool. Just want to see how that looks. Yeah, that looks nice. So actually I could now build there we go, a little kind of ramp structure just up here. There we go, that's what I was kind of thinking of in the back of my head anyway, somewhere deep inside. And let's flesh this out with some because we're not going to be walking on that bit, we're going to get rid of that bit of the ground area. Nice, alright, so we've got a first little kind of moment in the game there. So I always like to test as I go. So I'm going to hit play. Alright, let's see how we're looking. So we just need to tidy up the background layer just there. And this random little tile there, but let's drop down and see what happens. Oop. Awesome. Got enough space? Okay, cool. So that's our first little area there. We haven't got enough space to jump between that. So, but first of all, what we noticed was with the background layer was there was a little bit of the skybox poking through. So to fix that, we're just gonna pull that all the way across to here. Cool, so that should be the skybox issue sorted. Nice. So that's quite a nice tight camera over there. And this dodgy looking tile here. Foreground selected. Nice. Alright. So what? So we've realised that these two platforms are a little bit too far apart. So let's get rid of that. And so this is where I kind of think, like, do we want to make him go a bit higher and then he has to jump off? Well, I can descending a bit lower there. And then we could put a little enemy down here to kind of give him a reason. You know, if he falls down, that's it, he can't get back up. Alright, let's have a little look now. Let's see. Boop. Drop down there. Bloop. And he can jump. Nice. And he can walk up this little hill. Happy days. Right to the top. And he's going to fall forever. Into nothing. Okay, so we're talking about an enemy, right? So we've got an enemy somewhere around here. There he is. So let's just pull him down. And let's actually pop him in. So at the moment the enemies are just these little slimes. And let's actually get this other enemy that I've got here hiding from the previous level. Let's show him. Show yourself. Alright, awesome. Let's put him a little bit closer to here. So it just adds that kind of psychological element of, oh no, there's an enemy down here. You know, by this point you'll know that the enemies are going to attack you. Well, attack you there. You know, if you walk into them, you die. You lose a life, so it'd be good for the player to keep that in mind. Okay, and then we've got something dodgy going on here with the tiles. Oh, we don't want to do that. So let's fix that by taking that tile out. Awesome. So we've got an interesting little moment here. And moments is what it's all about. It's all about creating those kind of little game moments here and there. I'll try and create, you know, one big one for the level. And let's just rule that off at the bottom there. So water is kind of one of the other hazards that's featured quite a lot. And we have our hazards layer here, which is already set up to interact. But let's make a little bit of a pond here, maybe. Very, so kind of very faithful to normal platformer. I don't even know what the word would be. Normal behaviour, as you could say. But I like the idea of the ramp thing kind of going up. I wonder if it might be cool if we made a little floating. Maybe we could put something up here that's like just out of shot, just out of reach, but achievable if you can, you know, achievable if you can actually reach it. You know, if you can platform your way up there, so to speak. There's a couple of ways we could go about that. So I could just create a simple ramp going up there. Or I could use a little trick. Put a fake, you know, a hidden ladder going up there, which I haven't done yet. That could be interesting to have a little brainstorm about how that would work. So let's paint a ladder on to the ladder layer real quick. Let's just get an idea about how that might work. So let's say we want to put the kind of coiny thing up there, right? The gem, which is going to be the high kind of points thing. So if we put a ladder there, right, and then if we have a look at our prefabs, let's pop a crystal in. Yeah, pop a crystal in just like that. And alright, let's see how this would work with just that kind of element of like, okay, let's jump onto some. Oh, we can see a ladder and a coin, but we can't get to it. So let's pop down here and see. Oh, okay. Obviously, you wouldn't see the ladder, but we can. Oh, yeah, okay, we can jump onto it. We can collect it. There's a few bugs with the prefab at the moment where it's not destroying, so we could collect it. Keep on collecting. And drop it down. You know, and it'd be a case of hitting that layer. You know, so we can kind of use that. I mean, that's a bit of a bug there, right? You know, being able to kind of walk along it, but we can utilize that to create this kind of secret, boing, you know, infinite crystal up there. Right, let's have a look and see how that might work. So I guess I could use my fake wall layer, which is a layer that sits just in front of this ladder layer, because I've used it in other things. And what I could do is I could just paint, very cleverly paint. Ooh, that might not work. Oh, it might actually. Oh, look at that, eh? Let's just paint it out. But if you notice, I've kind of done it in a different way to how the rest of the background looks, okay? This background's quite uniform at the moment. Oh, that'll cover up the crystal, won't it? Alright. Can set the crystal a little bit higher. Oh, okay, that looks really bad. When you zoom out, that's like, nah, that's way too obvious. Alright, let's we can use that though, we can correct that. And just, where's the fake layer? There we go, that looks a bit better, right? So we've just completely gone over the fake wall layer. Now let's see. Save that and let's play and let's see what we can do. Okay, so you can see the crystal just floating there in oblivion. The tile set does look a bit funny with the background there. If you to jump for it, you do that. Okay, so you go behind it, of course, and you could collect it and yeet back down. Alright, interesting. Right, so what we need to think about is actually oh, there we go. Okay, cool. That looks a bit more uniform. Let's pull that in there. Oh yeah, nice. Okay, let's have a look how that looks from the top layer. Oh, there's still that little bit. Oh no, I've covered up the crystal, haven't I? Damn. Of course you have. Alright, let's see how that looks now. Oh, it still looks a bit weird, doesn't it? It's kind of just that one section looks a bit strange. Okay. Let's go right out here. Let's just. That should look a bit better now. We've kind of done a bigger area, so. Oh yeah, there's still that weird like crossover bit where we've got. Where's like two tiles of one colour. Can we individually paint that out? Maybe create a bit of a different pattern. Could work. I think actually if we let's undo all of that. I think there is a better way to do that. There is a better way to do that. So fake wall layer. Grab that. Just checking. So that starts with a light tile, clear tile, or like light tile. We don't even need to use that much space to cover up. We just need to there. Yep. That looks good so far. Just trying to put it down. Here we go. Cool. Right. Alright, come on. Thought we had it there. Right, let's go back. No, you can still see it's not quite. What if we did the spread like that? Yep, that fits perfectly. And then all it is this one little bit at the bottom. Which I guess we could just, as a little hint, you know, we could completely kind of block that out. Alright, see, and now it's like crystal's covered slightly. Let's move that up a little bit. Oh yeah, look at that, seamless, right? Apart from that little bit there, which could kind of be a hint to the player, like, you've got to give them a bit of a chance to, you know, work these things out. Cool, let's see how that looks when we play through. Awesome. Oh, there's just a flowing crystal. What are we going to do? Let's pop down here and see what happens. Alright. Oh, I've got some enemies. Wait, what's happened here? Ah. Oh, and then we can just travel back down. Nice, I like that, that's pretty cool. There is that one tile that I just want to get rid of because that's clipping through. So let's have a look at that. Was this tile here, right? I think so. Was it? No, it's this tile here. Say this tile here. Alright. Hope that should be fixed. We can have a little look. Oh no. No worries, we'll just go back to start the level. Let's try again. Start the level. Nice, so we can just travel up there, disappear for a minute, get the crystal, fall back down, or climb back down. That's quite fun. And then if he goes on here, splat. And he's going to go something in there. Ooh, that's loud. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I like that. That's quite fun. What's the merit? I've seen something in the little thing down here with why this isn't working slightly. Alright, let's fix this prefab slightly with let's have a look. So we're just trying to fix the... Okay, we need to change that slightly. Hey, there we go, that's fixed. Okay, cool. We did have an issue there as soon as we loaded in the level, which I think is this audio clip here. Just remove that to none, because that fired when we came into the level, which is like one shot. Watch audio, yeah, awesome. Okay, cool. So let's fix that little bug there. Look at that, a little bit of bug fixing at the same time. Cool, and that's gone. So we collect it now, we can't collect it again. We can carry on our merry way. Awesome. Alright, that's a fun little game element just implemented there. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break and I'll be back. And hopefully we'll get through this level a little bit more.
Solely in the place I always knew, and I've been stuck in time. It's my fault, I play the game and I will choose. I get lost inside my thoughts, and when I start to think, oh, the whole closest starts to end up on the brink. I tried so hard, but all these scars, they cut.
Alright, I'm back. Cool, so where were we? Awesome, so we've done a little hidden ladder level bit, area. So it's these start building platforms just over here, over the water hazard. And create a little element of danger. You know, maybe we can make it in the future where, you know, he has to pop down to this like dangerous little island bit here. We'll create a little bit more of a hazard underneath. Just do that to about there. Looks alright. You know, maybe he's going to pick something up just there. There can be a pickup there. And then I'm trying to think we could do with these platforms. doing a bit of a climb, bit of an angle climb maybe. Then we could probably maybe put in another like ramp area just up here. But let's create a little path for the character first. Something that comes down from the ceiling perhaps actually. Some kind of like cave-like elements. Looks quite cool. For this one, I want to create a hidden bonfire, as they're called. That's what I call them anyway. Like, let's pop that just out of the way there for now. We can use our fake wall to create that. Do something quite interesting that lives just on the outside of the camera view as well. Quite another little zigzag pattern. And then we just create a bit of a longer platform along here, but not on that level there. So that makes sense. We create a little ramp that goes up there actually. Oh wait. Got some flying enemies up here perhaps. And then we could create a small little yeah, a little ramp up there. And then let's just get rid of a bit of that. And let's just create one more platform. Just a little jump up there. And let's just put a bit more ground in there. Lovely. Let's just make that corner so it's the edge of that little bit of ground there. I'll just use this actually, create a little bit of stylizedness. Almost like some spikes. Oh, how cool. Look at that. Nice. It's got little spikes down there. So the player doesn't really want to go down there because they can't really get out much. Awesome. And then we do another small little platform bit, so he's dodged some enemies. Let me make this a little bit longer. It's about there, and then corner bit, round that off, and then he can jump on some platforms, some slightly longer ones perhaps. Just like that, and then let's just put a corner on that one. A bit of a ground underneath that one. No, and the main thing about this one is we've got the hidden thing. So how are we going to do this, you ask? So what we're going to do, very simply, we're going to delete those 2 bits. Again, we're going to use our fake wall layer, and we're just going to paint 2 blocks there. And then we're going to go back to the foreground layer. Put a platform there. And we're going to move our bonfire just down so it sits there. So as soon as the player goes in, it will hit that. And I've noticed when you see the background layer again, just coming up this back bit here. So that's going to look a bit funny with the skybox. Yeah, that's all taken care of. Nice. Alright, so let's have a little look through and see a simple game loop, see how that's looking. So let me just check, it's got a pop up on my phone of a Steam, something on my wish list that's for sale. Doom Eternal. Holy shit. I might have to buy that. I have just got paid as well. Oh my goodness me. I've been waiting for this thing to go on sale for ages. 2nd of November. I got a few days to decide with that one. Right. Enough of that. Let's go and have a look at how this level flows. Alright. Hop down there. Oh, nice. Made the jump. Made that jump. Oh no. So there's a little bit of a bug there that I'm trying to work out on my spare time, but I say spare time, this isn't my spare time. Trying to work it out outside of the stream, but it's something to do with the kind of different colliders I think I have on my character. Let's see if we can do the running jump. Ooh. Oh no, we're stuck up there now. See what I mean? Ah, okay. We don't want that. Alright, let's try that again. Let's just skip all that bit out. Get up there. Oh no, terrible. Alright, let's move that around then. So where are we getting stuck on this platform here? Cool. Let's just get rid of that platform. Alright. Actually, we could just bring that down. Yeah, let's round that off actually, that looks quite good. Let's round off one more, and there, cool. There you go, that looks better. Alright. That could be a bit of a better way to do it. Alright, let's do that little skip there. Oh nice, that looks a lot, okay, a little bit too far away now. It looks a lot more aesthetically pleasing though, that's for sure. So let's just move that platform there a little bit closer. Oh, actually, if we drop it down, cool, that should be enough space for him to jump over and onto it. Let's have a look. Nice, alright, cool. Alright. Yeah, definitely need to fix that. Is it only the back of him that does that? Let's see. Yeah, so what that is there's a small collider. I could probably fix it now actually. On the player that just sits on his feet, right? Oh no, it could be to do with the capsule collider actually. Yeah, that's probably what it is. So it's got a capsule collider on him. Sometimes that can interact in an annoying way. Alright, let's see how that works with it now. Still moves around. All good. Oh no, he's still getting stuck. Alright. Not to worry. That's something I can investigate. I'll make a mental note of that. That's the good thing about streaming all this is I can go back and have a look at my VODs and see. Cool, so what was the issue here was that was a little bit too far away. I believe so. Cool, alright. That was like, trying to remember where it was. It was. Yeah, okay, let's just move everything along slightly. Oh, there we go, make a little step up there. See how that looks when we play through. Alright, let's leap over. Nice. I know we've got too many things in one small space. We don't need that there. Or that there really. That's too close together. That's a difficult thing with creating these kind of back and forth. Yeah. Let's scrap these platforms altogether. Actually, I think I've got a better idea. Let's do a little platform down to get like an item, and then so we can go up and down pretty easily. Should be able to get that to there, yeah. That to there, that to there, that to there, and that there. Cool. So should actually just one. There you go. That should be quite achievable. Just to get down to that. Let's just pop a trusty old ladder in. So now just think about the height. I can pull that down slightly. Give it a bit of space. Oh, that's a bit funky, isn't it? Goody that, easy. Alright. And then let's just adjust this platform here. Alright, pull that along, just like so. There we go. And then let's just round up this corner. Nice. Cool, so we can have a little pickup down there. This is the bit I want to test at the ending bit. Well, yeah, a little pickup down there, and then you can hopefully hop his way back up. way up here. Up the little ramp. There's going to be some enemies here that he's going to have to dodge. Big jump there. Big jump there. See if he actually... Yep, cool. So if you see down there at the bottom it says scene we're building at 7 couldn't be loaded because it has that in the build settings. So that just means that there's not another scene to be built into, so that's quite fun. Alright, cool. Give that a little save. So look at that. That's quite fun actually, that little secret area right at the end there. Alright, so let's populate this with some... So we've covered enemies down there. Do we have any more in the scene? We have one more just up there. We can have this as a flying enemy. Start them off just there. Nice, and then let's pull in another enemy. Where'd he go? It's confusing. Oh, it's right there. Okay. Just hadn't rendered very well. Awesome. We have another little kind of flying enemy just going back and forth there. We could have another one just here as well. So that's going to go back and forth along that bit. Let's put quite a few crystals just down here. Cool, so we've got a little collection of crystals. Should we put one of them just at the end here as well? That could be a placeholder for something else. And let's see if the player can actually make it over there. That'd be quite fun. Meanwhile, let's pop some coins in. Duplicate that. Duplicate that. Just using Control D there. Let's do a kind of something that light in, which is like a little cascade of coins. It will make you kind of have to jump in a certain angle to actually get there. Let's see how that looks. What is that? That's 'cause it's, no, I shouldn't be doing that on the... Oh, that's why I didn't apply that to the prefab. Alright, let's see if that's changed in here. Yep, cool, right, awesome. That's why you always want to apply things to prefab so that the changes are universal. Can we get them all? Oh, hey, yeah, we did. We got 2 there. Awesome. Alright, and then we're going to pop down here and just see. Oh, no. not supposed to respawn when you die. Why are these? Okay. Well, you're not supposed to be able to recollect them when you die, but that's right. It's another thing you can note down. Oh yeah, cool, so you can jump. Let's get that last crystal. Awesome, I'm gonna die and see. Why are you respawning? Oh no. See if crystals respawning? They are too. Okay. Something to look into for sure. Oh no, he's stuck there on that collider. This is quite fun though. Yeah. Cool. Probably because that is... That's flat, but it's getting caught on that collider, so let's just... Might be more interesting, let's put him on this layer here. See what that does. See if we can get him just floating around up there. Oh no, just go straight through the ladder layer. Alright, cool. Alright, let's get him just in here then. I just want to put an enemy in like an interesting place. So do a well-timed jump. There you go. Cool. Nice. Alright, that's a nice little loop there. I'm waiting for time. Alright. Cool, I'm quite happy with that so far. There's a few little things that I need to work on, which is the coins and stuff getting destroyed every time I reload this scene, so that's one thing to look at. And some of the enemy behavior as well, maybe see if we can speed up the animation, get them moving across a bit quicker. That'll definitely help out when we've got this kind of big space here with a flying enemy, so to speak. But yeah, other than that, I'm quite happy with how this level looks.